everyone, I'm Erin and I'm a speech language pathologist at Therapy Care. Today I'm talking about something called Parentese, which refers to the special language we use when we talk to babies and sometimes our pets. Some people may also call this our mom voice. And this type of speaking is characterized by dramatically raising and lowering our vocal pitch and pausing strategically to see if your baby responds with a little coo or babble. We also tend to speak more slowly and deliberately while drawing out some of the vowel sounds and emphasizing certain words. Many of us do this naturally without even having to think about it. Even little kids tend to catch on to this and change the way they speak if they're speaking to a child who's younger than them. I love to hear my 4-year-old niece talk to my daughter, who's 1, and her voice goes up a few octaves and she pronounces her words more precisely and deliberately. And like I said before, most of us also do this when we're talking to our dogs. But when we are talking to our babies like this, there is actually a really important reason for it, which you might not have realized. So using Parentese makes whatever we are talking about sound more interesting. So it helps keep our baby's attention, even if they don't quite understand what we're saying yet. Studies have shown that toddlers whose parents spoke to them using Parentese as babies had notably better language skills at 18 months old compared to those of toddlers whose parents did not use Parentese, which I find really interesting. It's also important to note the difference between Parentese and baby talk. Speech pathologists recommend that when speaking to your baby or young toddlers that you still use correct grammar and articulation of words. So even though you're using Parentese and using different pitch in your voice and changing how you're saying words, you still want to say them correctly. So avoid saying things like, look at the little toesies, or saying, do you want wah-wah? And instead use the correct words and pronunciations. We want to be providing them with an accurate model of speech and language. And children will simplify language on their own without you having to show them how to do that. So for instance, if you use the word water around your child, they will likely simplify it to wah-wah when they are first starting to learn their words. It's also recommended that we start talking to our babies throughout their day from day one. So even the little newborns obviously don't know what you're saying yet. They pick up on so much more than just words. They read our facial expressions and learn how our voices rise and fall as we speak and how we can convey different emotions based on how we talk. They also learn, the back and forth of how a conversation flows between two people. And also, the more words that they're exposed to, they are storing those away in their little mental piggy bank for when they are ready to start talking and understanding more. So I definitely encourage you to continue using that mom voice when talking to your little one, since it has a very positive impact on language development. But make sure you use correct grammar and pronunciation of words. I hope you learned something new here, and feel free to share this video with others. Thank you for listening.